Hey everyone, and welcome back. Today we're going to be taking a deep dive into Dutch Bros' Q4 2024 earnings call.
All right, sounds good.
Get ready for some serious energy because this company is on fire.
Yeah.
Like literally with their drinks.
Yeah.
And figuratively with their growth, they just hit a massive milestone.
Oh, yeah.
Their 1,000th store.
Huge.
So we'll be digging into what's fueling this rapid expansion and whether they can actually challenge the coffee giant Starbucks.
I think that's a great question. You know, what's really remarkable to me is just their ability to thrive in a very competitive market.
Yeah, for sure.
I mean, you see a lot of coffee shops, kind of struggling to stand out.
Yeah.
But their revenue isn't just growing, it's skyrocketing.
Really?
We're talking a 33% increase, reaching $1.28 billion in 2024.
Wow, that's impressive.
And here's the kicker, that growth isn't just from new shops popping up everywhere. Their existing stores are seeing strong sales increases, too.
Okay, that's interesting. So new stores are part of the story, but not the whole story. Can you break down those two pieces for us? How much growth is coming from new shops versus same-store sales?
Yeah, absolutely. So in 2024 alone, they opened a whopping 151 new locations.
Wow.
Which is a ton of new Dutch Bros love being spread around. But what really stood out to me was that even without those new shops, their existing stores saw a 5.3% jump in sales for the year.
Okay.
And get this, in Q4, that number jumped even higher to 6.9%.
Wow, a nearly 7% increase in same-store sales during the last quarter. That's impressive. Now, they kept mentioning something called company-operated shops. Why are those so important? Is it just about maintaining consistency?
It's actually much deeper than that. Dutch Bros really emphasizes their company-operated model because it allows them to carefully cultivate their distinct culture.
Interesting.
They're not just about brewing coffee. They're brewing an experience of feeling.
I see.
By controlling the operations of most of their shops, they can make sure that Dutch love vibe is consistent no matter where you go.
That makes sense.
They have extensive training for their baristas and a clear vision for how customers should feel when they walk through the door.
So it's not just about making a good latte. It's about creating a positive, energetic atmosphere that keeps people coming back for more.
Right.
That makes a lot of sense.
Mm-hmm.
But let's talk about their expansion strategy for a minute. Opening 151 new shops in a year seems incredibly ambitious.
Yeah.
How are they choosing where to open these shops, and is it working?
Yeah, the real estate strategy is surprisingly sophisticated.
Okay.
They're not just throwing darts at a map.
Right.
They're very strategic about market planning and site selection, focusing on areas where they think they'll resonate with customers.
Okay.
And the results speak for themselves.
Right.
Their new shop productivity is up.
Okay.
Which means those new locations are quickly becoming profitable.
So they're not just growing fast,
Yeah.
They're growing smart. They also mentioned focusing their advertising on newer markets like Texas. Is that part of the strategy too?
Absolutely. They're using paid advertising to raise brand awareness in those areas, and it seems to be working.
Okay.
But their marketing goes beyond just traditional ads.
Right.
They're leveraging digital channels and, perhaps most importantly, their loyalty program, Dutch Rewards.
Yes. Their loyalty program. That's something I wanted to ask about. They mentioned that a whopping 71% of transactions are coming from Dutch Rewards members. That's a massive jump from last year. What's making this program so successful? Are they offering crazy discounts or something?
It's not just about discounts.
Okay.
While they do offer rewards, the success of the program seems tied to a deeper strategy. By encouraging repeat business through rewards, they're gathering incredibly valuable data about what their customers like.
I see.
They can then use that data to personalize offers and create an even more tailored experience.
So it's like a win-win. Customers get rewarded for their loyalty, and Dutch Bros gets valuable insights to further improve their offerings.
Exactly.
That's clever. It sounds like they're really building a strong community around their brand. But they also hinted at some new initiatives like mobile ordering and expanding their food menu. These seem like pretty big steps for a company known for its speed and efficiency.
You're right. Those are two areas where they're taking a very calculated approach.
Okay.
They're strategically rolling out mobile ordering to make the customer experience even smoother, especially during those busy morning rushes.
Makes sense.
And they're starting to experiment with an expanded food menu, thinking about grab-and-go items that complement their drinks.
So you're telling me I might be able to snag a breakfast sandwich and my favorite iced coffee all in one go?
It's A possibility. Definitely something they're exploring.
But you mentioned they're being careful about these changes. What are they concerned about?
Well, they're acutely aware that any changes can't come at the expense of their speed, their operational efficiency, or, most importantly, their employee experience. They understand that their baristas are the heart and soul of the brand, and they want to make sure any new initiatives enhance the work environment, not detract from it.
Yeah?
After all, happy employees lead to happy customers.
Totally. That makes a lot of sense. They seem to be walking this tightrope between innovation and staying true to their core values. Now let's talk numbers for a second. What's their outlook for 2025? Are they planning to keep up this incredible pace of growth?
They are indeed. Their projected revenue for 2025 falls between $1.555 billion and $1.575 billion.
Wow.
That's a projected growth of 21% to 23%, which is phenomenal.
Yeah.
They're aiming to open at least 160 new shops and are anticipating same-store sales growth between 2% and 4%.
So even with the potential for coffee prices to increase, they're still very optimistic about their future. It sounds like they've got a solid plan for navigating the challenges ahead.
They do, and to understand their confidence, you have to look at their multifaceted approach to driving transactions. That's actually quite fascinating. It is,
Ooh, multifaceted approach. Sounds intriguing. Break it down for me. What are they doing that's so unique?
Well, firstly, they're constantly innovating with their drink menu.
Yeah.
Remember those incredibly popular holiday drinks? They had the candy cane mocha and hazelnut truffle mocha.
Oh, yeah, those were good.
People were going crazy for them. They even released some fun merchandise to go along with them, like princess straw toppers and holiday ornaments.
Right.
It was brilliant marketing, really.
Yeah.
They know how to create buzz and get people excited about their brand.
Yeah, I definitely saw those drinks all over social media. It's smart to tap into that fear of missing out feeling. When you see your friends trying something new and exciting, you don't want to be left out.
Precisely.
Yeah.
Creating that sense of urgency and exclusivity really works.
Right.
And it's not just about new drinks. They're experimenting with new flavors and formats, making sure they have something to appeal to everyone.
Okay, so that's one aspect of their strategy. What else are they doing?
The second part of their plan involves using paid advertising strategically.
Okay. As we mentioned before, they're targeting newer markets like Texas to build brand awareness.
Right.
But they're not just throwing money at billboards or TV commercials.
Yeah.
They're leveraging digital channels and using data to make sure they're reaching the right customers with the right message.
So it's about being efficient and targeted with their ad spending, not just spending for the sake of spending. That's a smart move. But what about their Dutch rewards program? We talked about how successful it is, but how are they actually using it to boost those all-important transactions?
That's where their data-driven approach really shines.
Okay.
They're using the information they gather from the program to create a more personalized experience.
Right.
They're segmenting their audience and sending out targeted recommendations based on past purchases and preferences.
It's almost like they know what I want before I even know it myself.
Exactly. It's all about creating a sense of personal connection and making the customer feel valued.
Right.
And they're also using the app to promote new products and limited time offers.
Keeping their customers engaged and encouraging repeat visits.
So it's a cycle of positive reinforcement. Customers are rewarded for their loyalty, and Dutch Bros gets to know them even better, leading to even more personalized offers.
Brilliant. So we've got innovation, smart advertising, and a killer loyalty program. It sounds like they're firing on all cylinders. But even with all this success, they're not without their challenges, right? We touched upon the rising cost of coffee earlier.
That's right.
Yeah.
Rising coffee costs are a significant hurdle for any coffee company.
Yeah, for sure.
They're going to have to find creative ways to manage those costs without sacrificing the quality of their product or pricing themselves out of the market.
Right.
It's a delicate balancing act.
It is. But it sounds like they're confident in their ability to handle it. Their projections for 2025 are still very optimistic, even with those potential headwinds.
They are. They're projecting same-store sales growth between 2% and 4% for 2025, even with the possibility of coffee price increases.
That demonstrates a strong belief in their brand and their ability to navigate a potentially turbulent economic landscape.
So they're growing fast, adapting to change, and building a loyal following. It all sounds very promising. But here's the big question on everyone's mind. Can they sustain this momentum? Is this just a fleeting moment of success, or are they building something truly special that can last?
That's the million-dollar question, isn't it?
Yeah.
They've clearly tapped into something special, something that resonates with people.
Right.
but the coffee market is incredibly competitive.
It is.
To stay ahead of the curve, they'll need to continue to innovate, keep their customers engaged, and execute their growth plans flawlessly.
It sounds like they're up for the challenge. They're not just selling coffee, they're selling an experience, a feeling of community and connection.
Right.
And that's something that could definitely set them apart in the long run.
I absolutely agree. It's going to be fascinating to watch how they evolve over the next few years. Will they become the next Starbucks? Only time will tell.
Yeah, who knows?
But they're undoubtedly making waves in the coffee industry. And I, for one, am excited to see what they do next.
And now for the moment you've all been waiting for our This Is Not Financial Advice segment.
No.
Just a reminder, folks, this is pure speculation, just a bit of fun. We're not giving financial advice here.
Always good to reiterate that. All right, let's get a little wild.
Okay.
What if Dutch Bros leaned even further into their unique brand identity and embraced their quirky, energetic vibe?
Okay. I'm intrigued. What are you thinking?
What if they created a limited edition line of energy drinks inspired by their most popular coffee creations?
Oh.
We could have a Nitro Cold Brew Blast or a Golden Eagle Energy Surge.
I like it.
They could even partner with a popular energy drink brand for a special collaboration.
Whoa, now that's an idea. It plays perfectly into their existing brand image and taps into a whole new market. Imagine grabbing a Dutch Bros energy drink on your way to the gym or for a late-night study session. It could be huge.
Exactly. It would give them a product that's different from anything else on the market, capitalizing on their already strong brand recognition and loyal customer base.
Right.
Plus, it would fit perfectly with their fun, energetic vibe.
I love it. It's bold, it's different, and it has the potential to be a massive hit. Dutch Bros, if you're listening, take notes. This could be your next big thing. All right, that's all for our This Is Not Financial Advice segment. Back to reality.
For Dutch Bros is still killing it. They're a company to watch, that's for sure. They're innovative, customer-focused, and not afraid to take risks. They're shaking things up in the coffee world, and I'm excited to see what they do next.
All right, before we wrap up our deep dive into Dutch Bros, let me
Yeah.
get your final thoughts on something. We've talked about their growth, their strategy, their challenges, but what truly makes them stand out? What's their secret sauce?
You know, it's a combination of factors, but I'd say their unwavering commitment to company culture is a major differentiator.
Yeah.
They've built a brand that feels authentic, positive, and genuinely fun.
Yeah, you know, that Dutch love they talk about isn't just a marketing slogan. You can really feel it when you interact with their employees. They seem genuinely happy to be there, which is refreshingly rare these days.
Exactly. And that positive energy is infectious. It creates a ripple effect, radiating out to the customers and fostering a sense of community that goes beyond just a shared love of coffee.
And it seems like that community extends beyond their shops as well. They're actively involved in various charitable initiatives and community events.
Absolutely. They're deeply committed to giving back, which further strengthens their brand image and resonates with customers who value social responsibility.
Right.
It's a smart business strategy, and more importantly, the right thing to do.
It's a win-win for everyone involved.
Yeah.
So after taking this deep dive into Dutch Bros, what's the final verdict? Are they a company worth watching?
Remember, this isn't financial advice.
Right, of course.
But from an analytical perspective, they exhibit many hallmarks of a successful, sustainable business. A strong brand identity, a loyal customer base, a solid growth strategy, and a genuine commitment to their employees and communities.
They seem to be ticking all the boxes, but of course there are always inherent risks in any business venture. The coffee market is fiercely competitive and economic conditions can change rapidly.
That's true, but Dutch Bros has shown a remarkable ability to adapt and innovate. They're not resting on their laurels. They're constantly evolving and seeking ways to improve.
So for those looking for a company that's shaking things up, doing things differently, and making a positive impact, Dutch Bros is definitely one to keep an eye on.
I couldn't agree more. They're proving that it's possible to grow rapidly while staying true to your values and making a difference in the world.
Well, folks, that concludes our deep dive into Dutch Bros' Q4 2024 earnings call. We've covered a lot of ground today, from their impressive financial performance to their unique company culture and ambitious growth plans.
It's been a fascinating exploration of a company that's redefining the coffee experience.
Absolutely. As always, thanks for joining us on this deep dive. Until next time, stay caffeinated and keep those Dutch lingo vibes flowing.